mean, there's jobs in comedy outside of just doing fucking stand up all over the place. You know what I mean?
It's not even just the jobs. It's like just being able to,
Not
like,
even a job.
I'll produce your shit, or I'll do this for you if you can, like, throw me on a show, or like you can get in with people that you need to be in with.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely, dude.
That's most of it, it feels like.
It's fun to do. I mean, I stress over it for no apparent reason, but it's fucking fun to do.
I can't imagine, dude. I can't sit and do anything productive ever. Like, luckily I found stand-up, which is like you can just drink and just bullshit, and I'm like, I'll just do that, dude.
You're
that
great
rules.
at it, by the way.
I appreciate it,
Matt Peoples, welcome to the show.
What up, dudes?
Thank
How the
you.
hell are we?
I haven't figured out if I'm going to do, like, intros. Like, I used to, when it was audio only, I would do, like, this is Matt Peoples. He's a very funny gentleman from New Jersey. So I'm not sure what to do with
too,
it.
dude?
Yeah,
put that voice on
absolutely.
For too long. I'll get
Strictly that
sopping
voice.
wet.
Yeah.
No,
it's like the misdirect at the beginning. Like, who the fuck is this cat?
That's what we do on our pod. We we'll get like 25 minutes in and be like, oh shit, this fucking guy's here, dude.
Yeah.
He has not been great so far this episode, but stick it out. No, I'm kidding.
Do you have anything to plug? No.
Yeah, dude. There's been some episodes we've done where we get like 13 minutes in and I'm like, you want to wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah. You want to hit the bricks? Grab a beer? No.
No, not a grab a beer. Leave my apartment.
No, like, please leave
this
the
has been
vicinity.
a tough hang.
I hear you. Luckily, I haven't had too many of those. Sometimes it is like you got to draw it out of people. You know what I mean? You got to do it is my show. I should have some expectation of having to talk, but you know what I mean? But like sometimes it's like, you yanking fucking.
True. If there's any way you can protect your own ego,
exercising
it's like,
a demon
dude,
from.
if I can't get somebody to be funny or interesting, I'm like, that's on them, dude. I'm gonna protect myself and not feel bad about my lack of interview skills.
Yeah, this is my safe space.
The fact that I talked over them the entire time, it's actually their fault.
That's usually what I do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my steez.
That's most of my life, unfortunately. I think that's what you have to do when you're a comic, is like you have to insulate yourself to some effect.
Yeah.
But then you also have to really hate yourself.
Yeah.
You got to manage that fucking yin
Yeah,
yang.
exactly. It's fucking spinning plates, dog.
It's so bad. Like, I'll like get done a show, and if I have a bad set, I'm like, dude, that joke sucks.
Yeah.
You know that joke sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that riff was bad. But then I'll be like, but that host fucked you though,
Yeah.
didn't he? I'm like,
You like
dude,
justify it in your head. Exactly. Yeah.
it's so sad.
You make the world right. You gotta keep yourself from ending it tonight.
Ending my life or ending comedy. Which
I
is,
mean, one or the other. Which is worse? I don't know.
that's after a lot of bombs, dude. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Sometimes I was telling my buddy the other day, like, when you bomb on a show and you're not like, all these big comics talk about, oh, I bombed doing, I was opening for this big headliner, or I bombed on my headlining set. It's like when you bomb and you just bombed at a bar show that you drove 45 minutes to and you made $11. You're like, yo, what am I?
You drank more than you made.
You got hammered. That's true. Because a lot of those shows, like, you go up earlier, you bomb, you're like, I got to get fucked up. And then you're just like,
well, we're going to make this a hang. Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
And the hang sucks.
Yeah. And it sucks anyway. Yeah.
Those are the worst. Yeah, when you really like have to sit back and like pull yourself out from your own perspective and be like, from a bird's eye view, this is a pretty tough watch. Yeah. What you're doing with your life, dude. This sucks. It's so much of it too.
Yeah, dude, I'm such a freak.
Am I too far out?
No. I think we're good. I'm just a freak. I gotta look this way and that.
Dude,
I'm still getting used to it.
Whatever you got to look at. I don't know what anything's happening.
I don't want to be
around
distracting. I hate it.
Dude, you could not even really have a podcast, and I'm just here to get fucked.
Like,
I'm like, whatever. Sorry.
I have footage of Matt Peoples the last time he was seen.
That's how lazy I am, dude. If you brought me in here, gave me a Miller High Life, I'd be like, I can give head. I can do it. Not a big deal.
Yeah, my life has changed. I'm not going back to Jersey.
I've tried to get more into the Miller High Lifes recently because apparently they're like the cool guy beer.
Yeah.
I'm such a seltzer girl, dude.
I really don't care. Like, I'm actually about to stop. I'm about to cool the jets.
For real?
I've been saucing hard, dog.
Yeah.
Too hard. Yeah, I think it's about time. I'm 40.
Okay.
It's just nothing good has come of it.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I'm 3 DUIs in. Like, I mean, yeah, dog, yeah.
Damn, the hat trick, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had one for since like 2011.
Right.
So my record is better now. But
yeah, dude.
It's just not doing me any favors.
It really is all. So you had 3 DUIs.
I did 90 days in Chester County Prison where this Cavalcante fella.
The dude who escaped?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
I know
dude.
the inside and outside of that split.
Well, so does he. Yeah, he knows the outside even better now.
He knows upside, downside. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that spot. I spent 90 days there, and then I had to do 9 months house arrest on probation. And I was telling, I kind of repeating myself, but last time with Drew, Montana.
Yeah. The dog.
The dog, the bazooka. Fucking, yeah. The last time I had to sleep in jail was not from that time. It was because I was on probation and had to call in for like drug tests and alcohol tests. And I didn't call the day of my wife's dad's funeral.
Holy shit!
So I had to
dude.
spend the night in jail. No questions asked. Like no story. No, I don't want to hear it. Yep.
Wow.
Violated.
I don't know. If you're anything like me, that's an immediate fight with my girl. I'm like, did he have to die now?
Yeah, like, come on. This is bad
I was
time.
distracted.
Yeah.
I would make her watch me get carried out in handcuffs and be like, you happy now?
Yeah. See what you did.
I'm such a whiny bitch, dude. That's exactly what I would do.
Dude,
wow,
it's
that's
wild.
crazy, dude.
It was wild, man. Yeah, but...
Is it like the blow in the car thing, too? Do you have to like...
Yeah, I had that two different times. Like after because the first one I got, and then I got a second one before that I even got to court for the first one.
Yeah.
This is in my early 20s. We're talking 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
So like, they just like combined them because I had no record of anything ever other than that, fucking white suburban.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
So, so they combined the two and they're like, just do 12 days that time. And the kitchen was shut down for renovations when I was there. And so we had fucking, what are they? It's like a frozen meal, like one of those off-dollar brands.
Yeah, like a lean cuisine type thing.
Every fucking meal because that's all they could do because the kitchen was shut down.
Damn.
So
that's my regular life, dude.
I
haven't gone grocery shopping in 4 years. My girlfriend comes over and she's like, "What are we eating?"
I'm like complaining.
Like Dino Nuggets, but it comes with
You're
barbecue
like,
sauce.
and but what would you watch on TV?
That's hilarious, dude. My life is prison. I don't even know it.
It's fucking wild, dude.
I mean, I don't know. I get morbidly curious about like DUI shit. So you can tell me to shut up if you don't want to.
No,
go, but,
I'm here for it, dude.
You get that second one, and then like the third one when you're like hammered, you're getting in the car. Are you like?
This is years later. No, so the third one, like, there's like a brewery, Victory Brewing, about 5 minutes away, and I used to live like a block away, so I had a buddy that lived still on that block, and we got hammered at Victory. I crashed at his place, like I legit like just took a nap, but I woke up like too early and still wasted. And like driving here, I got pulled over in the entrance to this place.
Oh my God.
In the entrance is where I got pulled over. He's like, "Where do you live?" This is my fucking act.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there. There's where I live. Fucking, we're here, dog.
Yeah, you want to come in?
We are out here.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I got pulled over for going too slow too. It was the first time I was going to buy like fucking Coke, so I was going 90.
Yeah, so that one you earned. That one's for
was just for the job you want.
That's true. So the third one, you're like, I'm not about to fucking let lightning strike 3 times.
Yeah.
And you just like slowly drive, and they're like, all right, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Either way you go. I mean, it's my fault, 100%. I'm not here like blaming the cop.
You're like the boyfriend who keeps cheating. You're like,
who
can't
are
do
these
anything
people?
right.
Yeah.
If I kiss her, it's cheating. If I fuck her, it's cheating. These people are never happy.
Cannot win with this penis.
Story of my life, dude. I should get tattooed on my forehead. I cannot win with this penis, dude. It's small. It reeks.
Be my first special title.
That's crazy, dude. I remember when I was in like my junior year of college.
Right.
I was in a public speaking class, and everybody had to go around and like say like their biggest regret in their life.
Sure.
So, dude, mine was like some corny. I'm like the whitest.
Yeah.
The example of white privilege, and I acknowledge that. Whatever. But I was like, like I wish I would have played for this basketball team. I could have maybe played D2, whatever, something dumb. Everybody's going around like, oh, I wish I would have been nicer to my brother.
Sound like riffraff. Like every other line, he's like, I could have played for the Mavericks.
Yeah, but at least he's cool. He's got like bedazzled hair.
Cool
I got
shit.
nothing,
Yeah.
dude.
Riff got the riz.
Riff got the riz, but he will be dead by the time he's 51.
He will be dead very shortly.
R.I.P. preemptively.
Yes.
But no, dude. So like everybody's going around. They're like really like kind of mild things because you're just in a class. Like you're just trying to get your grade and move on.
Sure. And maybe a little tail.
And just, I tried very hard in that class.
But that's a separate. Separate but equal issue.
This is before I did stand-up. So I get in front of the class and I'm like, so I went up to the, and the girls were like, ew, dude.
Yeah.
But,
so you had a tough time with public speaking, like before stand-up?
Nah, honestly, I was an arrogant prick. So I would just like, I would make it work, but it wasn't getting
But if you don't know what
anywhere.
you're talking about in a college class, I would.
Yes.
This is when I start to stutter. Too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for real.
Yeah, dude. I had a couple voice cracks in there. My voice is still cracks to this day.
Yeah.
But all that being said, so this dude in my class, like, it was like a movie where he was one of the last people to go up, and you could tell the entire time he was sweating bullets.
Yeah.
And it felt weird because you could feel like some kind of tension coming from him.
In the air.
So he gets up and he's like, I regret leaving Landmark, which is the college bar, and I got a DUI.
Oh, we had a Landmark in Westchester.
Oh, yeah. I think they both got shut down because people kept fucking ramming into people.
I got shut down there a couple times.
I was telling somebody this the other day, dude. I was at Landmark one time, and one of the bouncers had to go up and separate a fight where two girls started fighting, and then the boyfriends had to come in. And they took the boyfriend. These two, like,
is this on
dudes.
like the dance floor level or the bar
level?
Yeah.
So this is just like people are kind of chilling, but everybody's fucked up. It's after 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And they take the dude and they both grab him on like both sides of his shirt, and they use him like a battering ram through these like saloon doors.
Holy fuck.
And they throw him out. He gets his shit rocked. He looked like he was concussed. And I was like near his girlfriend.
Dude,
and I
that
swear to
shit
God,
scares me,
I
dude.
swear to God, I heard his girlfriend go, "He's such a pussy." And I was like, "Yo, what,
You
dude?"
just got a face full of concrete. Like,
And
this fucking bitch.
he was defending her because she got touched by like the girl and the girl's boyfriend.
And he got the fucking old fucking do-si-do out
Literally
the
like
door.
the DJ Jazzy Jeff at the front
Yes,
door.
exactly. Uncle Phil kicking.
She's like, he's a
Oh,
pussy. But
shit.
I got low self-esteem, so I heard her say that, and I was like, that's so sexy, dude. I wish you'd call me a pussy. Yeah.
That's a good girl.
It's so bad,
That's a
dude.
good woman.
But yeah, bro, this guy in my
That's
public
so
speaking
funny.
class, dude, he just like bared his soul after everybody was like real mild
He
shit.
went up last?
He went up like probably third to last.
Yeah.
And it was like
So what
dead
were you-
silent.
What was he saying?
He said he got a DUI leaving Landmark, and he blew like 3 times the limit, 2 times the limit, whatever, and like went through his whole
Pussy.
court. Bro, yeah, bitch ass. Dude. Like, should have brought one for the road if you could drink like that. But he was like out there, and he was like so earnest and like, "Fuck, man, like I made a mistake, guys." Blah
Yeah.
blah. And everybody's just sitting there
Riveting.
thinking of
Yeah.
like the bullshit they came up with. Even my teacher was like, "Yo, chill, dude." And I was
Yeah.
like, there's girls here, dude. You're being weird in front of the ladies.
I love that.
It was nuts, man.
But so good or bad?
Bad.
Like, bad.
Real
Yeah.
bad,
Real
dude. It
bad.
was
Like
so
you're
awkward.
just killing yourself and your
Oh my God.
reputation.
And I think he felt like powerful, like he had done something. Like, you know, people give a
Like
TED
he really
talk.
thought.
Yeah.
Like you see the people at like open mics sometimes,
Yes.
or even showcases, where they're like, "Yeah, I really did that," and
Yep.
you're like, "Yes, you really did that."
You could tell. You could tell the brain damage is still lingering from the meth you were talking about.
Yeah. At least when I do horrible, I'll be the first one to fucking tell you. Yeah, on stage. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
who's worse than the guys who bomb and they're like, they were weird.
No, not many are worse.
Yeah.
You know, Hitler level.
I wonder if Hitler ever got off stage and he was like, that was fucking
Like,
crap.
Next time.
That's true. He was such a maniacal. I was talking about this with somebody else, but like, it would be funny if he did come off after some of the speeches and be like, that
Many
wasn't
times did he
believable,
bomb?
dude. I look like it.
Yeah,
That's just
wasn't my night.
Yeah, I was off tonight.
I just couldn't get the hate going.
I couldn't get the hate going. Oh man.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
like-
feeling happy today. I can't help it. What is comics plague?
The general who opened up for me, dude, he sucked. He fucked me. He put me in a
This
hole
guy.
right before I can get up there.
Yeah, he's as fucking stiff as a board. Can't get anything out of these.
Well, he will be
Nazis.
stiff as a board in the concentration camp. I'm going to put him in after that for that horrific performance, dude. But I was thinking about like some of these guys have like egos that are so enormous
Yes.
that I think about. I'm trying to think of like a way that I could word this that makes sense. But
On
like,
YouTube.
yeah. Well, also, yeah, true. Might be on that one, dude. I'm not trying to fuck up the algorithm.
Dude, you're good.
But like these guys, H Money that we're talking about, we won't say his name anymore. Like, they have such a high thought of themselves, and it to some level is substantiated. Like, he did become the ruler of an entire country off
Right.
of like being a horrific person.
But was that from the idea in his head that he could with a Jesus with a I hate to keep comparing
All right, let's see.
the National Socialist with comedy.
They're pretty close.
but like you gotta fail. You gotta believe and you just got to believe in it.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
It's fucking horrible.
Of course,
It's
we're
awful.
we're abstaining the fact that he was a horrific person with
The
awful
worst,
morals and
yes.
ideas. But
I
he
always
was
wanted to be a Jewish comic, by the way.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, I grew
the
up on
funniest,
Jewish comics.
the absolute funniest.
Yes.
But when you look at a bad person, horrific person, awful ideals, but is also a go-getter, undeniably a
Probably
go-getter.
the best at those.
Yes. And when you can get to that level, I do believe that he would think he'd have superpowers.
You have to walk in with something, right? Some kind of swag
Like,
in your pants.
But it's got to get so big that he really is like, I'm not even a real person. I'm immortal. I'm this. Like, there's somebody that like wronged him,
Yeah.
and he like squinted at him because he's like, I could probably do laser eyes,
Yeah.
because he's got to believe he could do laser eyes for at least a minute. So like one of the generals is like, I don't think that's a good idea, and he's like, expecting that something's going to come out.
Today's the day.
Everything's worked for me so far. I have laser eyes.
I've skirted my way this far. Why not laser eyes? Dude,
It is nuts, man.
H-Dog. H-Town.
Screw him to heck. We hate him.
Yeah. In Argentina.
It's such a bad thing. Every podcast I go on, somehow that comes up, and I
comes
look
up.
like the biggest.
No, he's horrific. He's a fucking piece of shit. I don't have to say anything. I don't know.
Only 15 minutes in,
Yeah.
and I brought this up.
I
My
love
B,
it.
dude.
Well, it's a hot 15.
Yeah, dude.
So how did you start comedy? How did it find you?
I think I like started listening to like the like shitty LA comedy pods that were big in like 2018. So
Sure.
like all the guys that like are not allowed to be comedian, like D'Elia and all these guys. I love their pods. Like it's just like you're passing time. You start listening to podcasts.
Sure.
And I actually signed up my senior year for like a talent show at my college. And the night of, like, big time pussied out. Especially because beforehand, I went to a public college. The girl running it was like, hey, you need to send me an email of like your set list.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never written anything.
Yeah.
She wanted
set
to hear,
list.
just like she would like to see like the
Like
name of the
bullet
joke.
points or
right.
something. Yeah.
The name of the joke and then what do you talk about?
Like a pre-screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I get, like in retrospect,
Sure.
like obviously, dude, you can't just have people like popping off.
Yeah.
But I had never written a joke. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to go up and just kind of like talk about stuff. She was like, oh, no, you simply will not. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll hold off.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to do it then. Didn't do it for the longest. Graduated, had nothing to do. Like it was one of those ones where like you sit with yourself after you graduate.
Hell yeah.
And you're like, yo, am I gonna
didn't,
just?
but
True. Hell yeah.
Did not graduate, but
I got 4 years of school. You got 3 years of DUIs. Let's
that's
go,
it,
dude.
yeah. It's life experience.
That's sick.
Yeah.
DUI University. DUI's got to be a good institute.
Where'd you go? DUI. Yeah. ATO. DUI. Yeah.
But no, dude, so I was just kind of like sitting with myself after I graduated, and I was like, yeah, I can't just do my dumb government job. I have to like actually do something that I care about.
Yeah.
So I kept telling my buddies for the longest, I'm like, I'm going to do stand up. I'm going to do an open mic. You start looking up like, where's the open mic?
That's
like,
what I did.
Right. Yeah. It's like, I think it's what most people do, I guess. And
I think so.
You look up like, where's the open mics?
Yeah.
You listen to older comedians about where they start, what they do.
I followed, the way, exactly what you're saying, Big J. Okerson.
Yep.
So I did my first one at the Laugh House when I was on South Street. In
Oh,
Philly.
shit, really?
The old one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wild.
That's more interesting than my story.
I didn't mean to hijack it.
Well, I actually kind of want to hear. How did that go? Like, how was it?
Oh, the Wid, the legendary Wid. I've said this on the last one too to Drew.
Oh, my bad. I don't want to keep rehashing.
Totally fine. But like, I told my first punchline and got the mic snatched from me from the legendary Wid.
Was he trying to get another prop?
He said too much too soon. That was basically said. I'm repeating again, but something about how Scarlett Johansson is hot. I would eat her afterbirth and a spinach omelet. Kidding. Spinach is disgusting.
That's fun. That's good.
Too much too soon. Mic snatch. 30 seconds tops.
He probably just hated that you wrote a joke.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
That's crazy, dude.
Wild. I didn't mean to hijack your fucking.
No, I genuinely wanted to hear that.
You, like,
Mine sucks. I fucking I was supposed to go to a mic. I was like, "There's no way I'm going to the mic today." And
Is
both of my
this
buddies.
in Jersey?
This was in Good Comedy Club.
Okay.
In Philly, which is now defunct.
Okay.
Which in retrospect, I think that's probably a good thing.
Is good?
I think they were fucking dorks.
Yeah.
It was in Chinatown. I was like, yeah, that's obviously an Asian joke for sure, dude.
I'm with you.
It's a good. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? Of course.
Yeah.
But
2 on the nose.
Well, just directly on the nose between the eyes. I went to the mic not expecting to go that entire day, but my buddies literally showed up at my house like, you said you're going today. We're going to watch.
Oh, that's awesome though.
They weren't doing it. No, they weren't doing it sportively. They were like, yo, this is going to suck, dude. I can't wait to watch this.
Oh, just to roast you.
Yeah, I mean, they pre-gamed it, and I didn't drink at all.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You're gonna look like a dumb fucking fool."
Oh my God! So the whole time they're saying this shit.
Yeah, they were like, they drove. They were working on their first DUI, I guess. But
putting in the time.
Yeah,
you got to put in those 10,000 hours.
You need it, dude.
Yeah,
you got to be better than the guy who wants your spot.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we drove over there, and I went up, and I was like sitting there. I remember just like literally shaking, and the only thing I could think about was like, you got to like stop shaking.
Yeah.
And got to the mic. It was like a bucket mic, so you don't even know if you're going up. Like,
okay, names in the bucket. Yeah.
Write the name down. They'll pick it out randomly.
A busy place, or just like a
good turnout for a mic.
Yeah.
There's like 35 seats, and every seat was full. Yeah, I think for the most part it was like civilians, and then like just lower level comics who would deal with a Sunday bucket mic. Like in retrospect, I'd be like, I would never fucking go to this thing.
But it's
the only thing I knew about.
It. Yeah, right.
And went to the mic. My name got pulled, and they did a cool thing where they would at least read it. Like, all right, so the next up we have this comic, and then after him it's this, this, and this. Sure. So I had some idea.
Right.
And I went up, and it went okay. But it's like, I don't know if you remember, like, when you first start, like, you're so confused by the light. You don't know how to hold a microphone. Like, all the little stuff that you don't realize. Like, the mic stand was in front of me the entire time.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like gripping the top of the mic.
Stagecraft.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's so gay,
but
like,
it is what it is.
It does matter.
It does matter. Once you're up there, it fucking matters.
Yeah, because now in retrospect,
it doesn't matter until you're fucking faced with it.
Oh my God.
We can laugh about it, but
I had a Facebook memory come up the other day of like one of my first sets that I posted. Like when 6 months in, you're like, I'm actually the fucking man and the best at stand up. Yeah. Everybody should see it.
You're welcome. Yeah.
And in retrospect, I was like, oh my God.
No, I still suck, man. Because like I quit. I did it a while ago. Pre-DUIs. That kind of like stopped the train.
Yeah, that'll
honestly, that led to like a
train got pulled
5 to 8 year deep depression. And 5 to 8.
That's how long you were doing in prison.
Yeah. But like you're saying, coming back, I like went up and saw the light, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Oh, like forgot I still have a minute.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I'm such jackass.
I'll do that on shows now that I don't give a fuck about.
I'll just be like, I can't remember my shit to begin with.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
it's bad enough.
There's a lot of that. There's people who are doing that now in the comedy scene that are like, all right, well, that's all I really have, and they're supposed to do 10 minutes, they do 8, and they're like, that's all I got, and they'll walk off, and these people are fucking working at Helium, but that's neither here nor there.
These people are my thing is like, I'll time my shit, and then like I'll end up, it'll be so much more because I forget to factor in like interacting with a room full of people. But
I mean, unfortunately, that's for me.
I'm not here to say I'm any kind of good. I suck.
Just off that one joke.
Getting back into it.
I haven't seen you, but just off that one joke, I enjoy that quite a bit.
Yeah,
it's better than any
I like
first
writing.
joke.
I'm a writer.
Are you very like strict to your act when you do it, or?
For now, but it's only because I'm beholden to it because that's all I have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, as in, I don't know how else to say it right now.
Right.
When I'm still working all out, man. It gets more natural. I don't necessarily write how I speak. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to make it more in my voice.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I could work on, listening back, rewriting and shit.
Definitely.
But I definitely write formally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I definitely write different than I joke in person. Like, just talking even.
Yeah, dude.
If that makes any fucking sense.
I know. I mean, it is the crux of when you go from like being bad at stand up to being like good is like not being bad to be good, because there's people who are still bad that can talk. But like,
I don't want my style to sound like I'm writing
robotic. And that's
I want
what,
it to be organic.
I don't know if you get it from like.
Because none of it really is.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. None of it's bullshit. It's an embellished story.
It's how good can you make it sound?
Yes.
Organically.
I agree. But it's like, that is a thing that I've noticed from like family members and like friends outside of stand up who've seen some of my stuff earlier on. Now I've kind of gotten more comfortable with it. Like I remember when I first started for like a year or two, people were like, yeah, that's okay, but like, why don't you just like talk like you? And it's for whatever reason, that's one of the hardest things to do in stand up is just sound
finding
like yourself.
My actual voice. You know what I mean?
Because you think, I used to do this at least a lot. Like I would write in my favorite comedian's voice, like how I would listen, because you listen to all their podcasts, you listen to all their available stand up, and
the
you have no reference.
In your head. Yeah.
The voices in your head. They're like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. I know you're gay. Tell everybody.
Do more push-ups. Yeah.
No, do less push-ups.
Depending on who you listen to.
Yeah, dude. Just watching Joe Rogan with voices in your heads.
Fuck.
Eat elk.
Yeah,
Fucking
put that kettlebell down.
vaccines are for ladies.
Yeah.
But it is true, dude.
Fucking yeah.
There's a lot of just like, for whatever reason, it's just so hard to do. Like being able to act like yourself.
Natural. Yeah.
Which is why I think
some
Shane,
people. Go ahead.
Shane Gillis.
Murder.
I think he's blown up so much because you watch him do stand up and it just feels like your drunk buddy at a bar.
Just pulling on a shirt, like
yeah,
you know,
the
like,
shoulder pull.
Yeah, just natural, dude. I saw him at the Giant Center, the up in Hershey.
Oh yeah,
it was him, Nick Mullen.
Oh, that was a crazy lineup. Yeah,
McCusker hosted.
Big J, I think.
Big J.
Yeah,
got to see him. And
how was that?
Tim Dillon. It was fucking amazing. Everyone smashed it out of the park, except for I will note there was enough. And I'm not a prude. I don't give a fuck about anything really, but it was notable that there was an applause break for transphobia. Yeah, just I think it was Nick Mullen.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. It comes up.
Yeah. I can imagine, dude. The dude's hyperfixated.
I was like, wow, but it wasn't him. It wasn't really, he's doing an act.
Yeah.
But like the crowd, this is central Pennsylvania crowd.
Yeah.
It was a straight applause break. Not even like, no, like slow clap.
But that's the thing is like, they're not.
Like, wait, what are we even clapping for?
Unless I'm nuts. Did you join in? Did you just buy proxy?
No, I was just like,
okay, dude.
I was taking it all in,
You
dude.
put out a kazoo.
Yeah. There's no video. You can't prove it.
I can feel it, dude. I'm right there with you. I almost clapped when you brought the story up. I'm right there with it. Okay.
Oh, we lose a light?
Oh, my bad. Did I touch something?
No, I think it fucking whatever, dude.
I look better. Pale guys look better in the dark. I'm gonna look horrific on
here. It
here.
Still looks visible.
But that's like that's kind of an interesting thing I think about with stand up is like, obviously that doesn't happen all the time, but them clapping for transphobia. I doubt that they're clapping like,
it'd be hilarious if it wasn't real to me.
Right.
Like if I saw it on like a show, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ,
dude.
But I was there and it was real.
No, dude, break that out and fill it like Fergie's and see how that one goes. That'll be terrible.
And like I said, I'm not a fucking prude. Give it to me, dude. You heard my joke?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're eating fucking Scarlett Johansson's bathwater and shit, but you refuse to get any iron along with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's like to me, this is how I perceive it. And I mean, there probably are bad people out there who are like, yeah, transphobia is sick, which is like it's kind of funny that
it's kind of a weird thing to go out of your way if you're not like around that,
right?
Because the people that hate it the most are not around that many gender folks.
And the people who love it the most are also not around them that much. The people who are like so pro, it's like they probably know one or two people that are trans
online.
They're just like, I'm supposed to. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you hate trans people or you adore them, you're both gay.
I think the correct opinion is no opinion. It doesn't affect my life because I don't. I'm not.
It was just like I'd have to meet the person and see if I like them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. But like,
that's not the qualifying factor for me.
Yeah,
are you a nice person? Are you fucking?
Are you hot?
Yeah.
Did you turn out hot?
Right? Does it look nat? No.
If you got a bush, could I ignore that it's down there? Like, are you chill?
How late in the night are we talking?
Dude, for me, it'd be like 9 p.m. Like, whatever, dude. Fuck it.
Right after dinner.
No, dude. A post chicken parm trans is no good, dude. I'm calling the cops.
Oh, that's great.
But I do think it's like,
it is wild.
But
how,
the people,
like how
being
serious people are on both sides.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Like neither's. I mean, I like all people.
Yeah,
because cool people.
Yes,
but go ahead.
I just think it's just nuts. Like people cheering for the transphobia thing.
Wild.
In my eyes, I'm like, of course they don't actually hate them.
Yeah,
they're just cheering for the irony of like, can you imagine if I was so dumb I hated them?
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah,
you know, and like I guess that's a weird thing to have to explain because first of all, explaining anything comedy wise, it's like you suck.
It just takes the air out of every fucking thing. Yeah.
Also, like acting like you're the one who has
the authority
idea.
or expert. Yeah, right. It's a lot of parallel thinking. You know what I mean?
That's why comedy, especially like the level that like we're at, is like we're not doing anything enormous, but we're doing shit. Like you can't do anything. You can't critique anything, but you also can't like explain anything.
It's a fine line, ain't it?
As much as sometimes
there's nothing to be canceled from.
Yeah.
Other than my Netflix subscription. But
What do you got in there, dude?
No. I'm saying like the only thing that you could cancel that I have is a Netflix.
Oh, I thought you had just like this crazy Netflix board.
Yeah, just
I got
like that. Yeah, use VPNs.
Crazy bitch Asians, dude. Let's go.
There's this a take on beef that is.
Kobe beef? Yeah. It's a helicopter type of beef?
No, that's a great Netflix show. The dude from Walking Dead.
Who's that? What is it?
Beef. It's called Beef.
Oh, that's a real thing?
David Cho, the artist. Was it?
Oh, that's not the big white dude, is it?
No, it's mostly Asian cast. It's Steven Yen from Walking Dead.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
And then is it Ali Wong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great show. Better than if you don't like her comedy now, you'll still like the show.
I'll refuse to ever like any of that.
So we're at the same point. Yeah,
I actually know what you're talking about now. I've seen sad
she did like
clips.
the pregnant.
Yeah, Ali Wong. I know her. Yeah, for sure. She is.
She
fun.
did her special. No, if anyone making it is, I'm not going to talk shit.
But I am not scared of her, and I will take her in a fight if it comes to that, dude.
Yeah.
I will take her down. Yeah. I'm not scared. She can bring her baby too. I'll take them both down. I fear her
down
not.
the stairs. No.
This is a soundbite.
Clip.
No, but like I have seen clips from that show, and it seems like it's just sad shit. Is it like predominantly kind of upsetting?
It's just like tension, and it does draw you in.
Okay.
I do have to be in a certain mood to get in to watch something like that, you know.
Like
it's on like exactly. Yeah. Alone.
Sit Indian style.
Yeah.
Sit on a crate and peel something.
Towels everywhere. Plenty of towels.
Ducks hanging in your window.
Shades drawn. No, it's good shit though.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I've been watching wild shit with my girlfriend. She's pretty open to like what kind of movies we can watch. So she doesn't really have like, oh, we're gonna sit and watch like the typical like rom-com shit.
Sure.
The hacky shit, whatever.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, but like she's on the other side of the paradigm of like we watched the Conspiracy movie the other day, and not to bring it back to H Money, but like it was about when the Nazi army
like
planned,
a doc.
Well, it was like a
bio
whatever. Biopics type of thing.
Fucking
mockumentary.
What's the word? Oh, mockumentary
type of thing. Is that what you're thinking of?
Like scripted is the word I was looking for.
Yeah. It's all like, and it's like big time actors and shit. And it came out in like 2002, 3. And it's just about them planning like how they were going to go about like the big bad thing they did.
Yeah.
And
is this like government?
It was like all generals and sociologists that were from Germany at the time. So how they would like explain that from like, here's how people will respond to it.
Social engineering aspects, yeah.
And it was like, it's still a movie, so they have to have a protagonist.
The judge, yeah.
Like there has to be a good guy.
Yeah.
And it was just this
like
one.
the voice of reason.
Yes. Yeah. And the voice of reason was like, can't kill him, you got to castrate him. And I caught myself a couple times be like, what a good dude. And I'm like, no, dude, worst guy ever. Awful guy. What are you talking about? Because they make him charming and he's nice in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watched that. We watched this other movie called like Come and See, which is about like a young Russian boy getting drafted into like the Russian army in World War II.
Oh wow.
And it just focuses on like the horrific terrors of war. Like there's no sugarcoating, which was cool. Like there's nobody dies with like valor. It's all like everybody dies like, oh fuck. Like realistically. And
dude, I'm a 40-year-old white guy, so I'm into history, dude.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
I'm like into history.
They get you.
But like those war movies, they sometimes wear on me. Like you know what I mean. But if it's a compelling story, like you're saying, with like the social aspects and all that shit, that's fucking interesting.
Come and See. That's my recommendation. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's like 2.5 hours long, but it's like from the 80s. It's like all.
Oh really?
It's English dubbed. It's a Russian movie.
Right.
Because those dudes got fucked. Like,
so was that like a propaganda movie, or what? Do you know?
Exact opposite.
Do you know any history on it?
It's an anti-war movie.
It was rebellious from their perspective.
Because they were like, a lot of people say like, oh, the United States won World War II, and it's like, well, really, the Russians won it. They lost some, 2-3 million people, whatever. So a lot of their artists at the time were shaped by that. So by the time they saw the war in the 40s, when it's like the 30s, 40s, they're like, damn, this shit sucks, dude. So I forget the director's name, but he basically just made the movie being like, there's no real winners here. This is all awful that everybody has to deal with it the entire time. But
that I can get on board with. It's just like I have to be in the right mood, and not by myself on the floor with towels.
Yeah, well, my right mood was I got fucked up off of the newly released Hard Monsters. They have monsters that are like alcoholic now.
What?
Yeah, bro.
What?
I've been dipping my toe in those puppies.
What are they? What is it? Like, is this like Boone's Farm?
Dude,
Mad Dog 2020?
I got hype as shit. I thought it was like Four Locos back. I thought
that's
it had
what
caffeine.
I'm saying, yo.
Caffeine free.
I thought that was bad, like stimulant with the alcohol.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no caffeine in it, which sucks.
Oh, so it's just Monsters making alcohol.
Monsters making alcohol, but they're like 6
but
or 7%.
that's so misleading. If you're going, I'm getting a Monster, you're going to assume it has like fucking bulges in it. You know
I'm thinking the same thing.
That's what I think.
But I sat there, I got fucked up and watched an anti-war movie, and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Whoa.
My girlfriend fell asleep, obviously 20 minutes in. She would just wake up and see like somebody's on fire, and she'd be like, oh, and I'm like, you want to check this out.
War is terrible. War is hell.
You wouldn't even get it like I do.
Fucking hell.
War is like a monster. She's like, are you in a commercial?
So what kind of like booze is it? Is it like a Celsi boy?
Bro, it's literally like it tastes like a monster. So I guess it's like they're just doing like malt shit.
So it tastes like candy.
Tastes like goddamn candy.
It tastes like candy.
Dude, every time I take a sip, I start fucking wearing nipple tassels and shit.
So you're into it?
Oh, it was so good, dude.
Yeah.
I've been pumping those bad boys lately.
I'm quitting, so I won't find out. We'll see.
Dude, nobody likes a quitter.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. I'll fuck up a Monster.
You did come with like the Kobe and Shaq three-peat, though, so maybe it is time to hang up the jersey in the rafters.
You know, you can only put in so much work. You know, I put in those 10,000.
That's so sick.
Oh, fuck.
Not sick, obviously bad.
Yeah.
We're not condoning, but...
Hey, man, we got to come from somewhere. That's where a lot of my comedy comes from.
Yeah.
The darkest shit.
Do you write a lot about like just past like shitty experiences, or is it
pretty much going through my act?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's like my first 5 minutes right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's related because it's
I didn't say it, but like, you know what I mean? It's what I'm digging through.
Yeah.
It's what I'm working out in my head, like emotionally, physically, or mentally.
Yeah.
physically working out.
Doing crunches.
Like, fucking do you to put up 220.
225 for 3 reps for each one.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm working through. And why not just do comedy with it?
Yeah.
I mean, I can write a joke about fucking topical shit too, but that's like, it's more rewarding when it comes from something from my past. I feel like it like wipes it away, a little bit of the bullshit away. You know what I mean?
Do you think as people are laughing and they're like, oh, I can relate to that?
Self-hatred.
Yeah, but it's,
yes, to your
probably
point,
actualizing
yes.
it to
I'm
be
joking,
like,
but
somebody else hears it and they're like, oh, that's happened, or
hopefully I'm not the guy to say if it's relatable or not, but I would. That's my intent. You know what I mean?
I can just see to me, it's like it's weirdly an endearing thing to hear because it like humanizes somebody. It's like, yeah, what's up, dude? I
was the worst.
Yeah. What if you were 60 and you got a DUI?
Yeah,
that's
right.
sad,
And still
dude.
talking about
it's
it.
like, yeah, what are you doing?
This is like, but the last one I was 29.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
And that was, you know, I'm 40. So
no, I completely get that.
Yeah. So it's a well to draw from. But I also like being goofy as hell too. Like it doesn't have to be about dark shit, you know.
Goofy is so much. I mean,
Goofy's fun, man. Goofy's like,
dude. I was listening to like Hannah Gatsby, the Nanette thing.
Yeah,
she has a new thing that came out like 6 months ago, and obviously
it's more of a special.
It is. It's more stand up.
I've sat through and watched the whole first. Yeah.
What was your true, honest like reaction to it?
I didn't. Honestly, I didn't care for it because it was like you're doing and here's why. Not the material aside. You're doing a comedy special, but framing it as an anti-comedy special. Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Content we could talk about. You know,
I 100% agree.
But format-wise, yeah, I took issue with you're selling it. It was a success because you sold it as being an anti-comedy special.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Like this, like post irony thing.
And then she comes back with a comedy special.
Yes.
Next one.
Just be like, oh shit, all right, I was wrong.
Just kidding. Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was all like the.
And again, not knocking you. You're on Netflix.
Oh, I'll knock her for you then. I'll fucking. I hate that motherfucker. That shit made me so. Like just.
Oh, it made me so angry.
But just like coming from the angle of like, I don't want to punch. I don't want to make fun of myself anymore. It's like that's all that being funny is.
I try to pull back from my natural react. Like 100% with you on board with the reaction to her material.
Yeah.
I have to like pull myself back from trying to be that guy because I feel like I jammed down my wife's throat so much.
Yeah, there's a fine line.
This fucking asshole.
There's a fine line of like the dude.
Not just trying to hate on everything, you know, but also I hate it.
No, you have to hate on everything, dude. As comics, that's all we do is just sit and be like, that sucked.
Right.
But also I suck, and that's how you like the person. But
exactly.
Like the Nanette stuff, it's just like I don't want to make fun of myself anymore.
Right.
Which I get. She's coming from a different vantage point where like she's from a disadvantaged group, whatever.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Understood.
Which
I see it.
Shut up, you know.
Like get in line. Yeah, maybe
that's what I'm saying. Dude.
There's a few folks that might have had it a little worse, but
like me, dude. I have red hair.
Yeah,
I have the same oppression that gay people have dealt with, dude.
It happens, dude.
I mean,
dude.
But growing up ginger was nuts.
Yeah. Did you like get it for it?
Yeah, bro. I've like because I think I'm like a pretty like regular looking dude now. But
I
like
think so.
As a kid,
you're a good looking dude.
I appreciate it, dude. I'll fucking kiss you on the lips right now. It's just you and I in this room. Flip that mattress down.
My wife's out there. The door's shut, but
I knew that Miller Lite wasn't for nothing, dude. I knew it.
It is the champagne of beers.
I dropped the soap. Fuck. But like I grew up and I was just like a skinny fat ginger kid. So I got made fun of. Yeah.
Oh, like like a belly?
Yeah. You strike me as like you were like an athletically built kid.
Yeah.
You were fast as shit, weren't you?
Yeah. I played. Yeah, I was the fastest kid.
God damn it.
How'd you know that?
You could look at guys like you.
I was the white kid that was the fastest on the track team.
Yep.
Like I ran a relay with three black dudes. Not four. That wouldn't be a thing. He's definitely lying.
He's just on the side watching.
The 6-man relay.
He's like, I should have joined this. I could have done this.
But that's one thing I can say without, like, it's not something I worked on. Yeah. So I can say that with confidence.
I can tell, bro, whenever I see somebody that's got, like, a beard that I can tell that they have to manicure and shave so it doesn't overgrow, and they're, like, 5'10" or below, I'm like, this motherfucker was fast as hell.
I played soccer.
Yep, I can tell.
What do you think my sport is?
I'm going to make you flex your calves after we're done this, dude. I got to get eyes on those puppies.
Big caps.
I knew it, dude. I knew it. I could tell. I felt it the whole time. So you'd be
I can't
out there,
see you. Go ahead.
You'd be out there speed racer, and my gross orange creamsicle ass was just like long.
I played defender in soccer, and they called me Animal because of the way I played.
Dude, you were the kid that I would just be like, he's got it all made, man. He's got it all. I had nothing.
No, well, you didn't meet my overbearing mother.
Oh yeah, was she like strict on you?
Super helicopter, super
really?
duper, yeah. That's why I'm a comic.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, like
she would yell at you like during sports and shit.
Oh no, not in public. No, we just hit like when I hit puberty, she hit
menopause.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, dog. So shit was real for a couple years.
Holy fuck.
Head to head. Yeah, it was bad. I got kicked out when I was 18. We're totally good now. She's actually like senile. Like she's actually like a memory patient now.
Oh wow.
But so that's a tough thing.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure.
Like so overbearing. Like wouldn't let me do shit. Yeah.
And you're a good guy because if I had a hard time with my mom and she became senile, I'd be like fucking with her. I'd be like,
no,
like Mom, you got soccer practice today. We gotta go. And she's like, I'm on soccer team. Oh shit.
She rules.
Yeah.
She just we just like different people.
Yeah. Of course.
You know? But that's why I'm a comic. Yeah.
Also, if you were like 12 and you could relate to your 40-year-old mom, and be like, that's weird, dude.
Yeah, it is fucking weird.
I wasn't boys with my mom till I was like 21.
Yeah.
We'd pound like a bottle of red wine together and we're like, nice. You and I aren't so different.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. No, but shit, life goes, life changes throughout the years. So
it is nice, like getting older and be able to like see your parents as people.
As an adult.
Is a pretty, I mean, I had a nice experience where I'm cool with my parents, but I can imagine there's people who don't have the same thing. But
sure.
Like I remember like a couple of years ago, my dad had a heart attack.
Were you always good with them?
Always, pretty much for the most part, yeah. And
like never a rebellious boy.
I had like a girlfriend who was like 15 when I was 12, and I got like a hand job for the first time, and rascal. I was like, "You guys suck. She means everything to me."
Yeah. This is my life now.
Oh, dude, I got caught dry humping in the basement.
Hell yeah.
And I had to like walk her out, and she like cried in front of them. She was like, I don't want you to hate me. And I remember just being 12.
She said that
to my parents.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
My parents came down, and they were like, she's got to go.
Poor
and then she walked out of my basement and started crying.
Dude.
And I was 12, and I was like, I felt like just like fucking like a pimp just trying to like handle all those bitches. I was like, yo, y'all got to chill. She meant well.
You Jazzy Jeff her out the door.
I went head first, yeah. No, dude, she was the apple of my eye. It's my muse.
Isn't that funny when you discover girls, man? Everything changes. Like I went from like just listening to like music and shit, to like strictly girl.
It's like all you think
about. Yeah.
It's like it literally is like a drug.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid and you find a girl that's interested in you.
It is.
The minute that you get that interaction, you're like, I need that at all times. I gotta chase this.
Yeah, this is it. This is the thing.
It's
and
crazy.
then you find like then you have to become a comedian to get like vindication because the girlfriend doesn't tell you you're funny enough.
Yeah, dude. I remember. I don't know.
This
is. I don't know if this is inappropriate, but like she was so mean to me, dude.
Yeah.
She was just.
Is she why you're a comic?
I guess so, probably.
Was this the one from the basement or a different girl?
This is from the basement.
Yeah.
This is again. I mean, you could cut this. I don't know if this is inappropriate to talk about as kids, but like I remember like when we get in fights, she would go hard in the paint on insults. So I was a skateboarder all the time.
Yeah, I tried it. Yeah,
we've all been there.
Kickflip. Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, dude.
That's about it. No,
I got to like a tray flip, but I was still fat and gross while I would do it, so nobody appreciated it.
I can't see you. You keep saying you're bigger. I can't see it.
I was built like a transitioning woman. I had like titties.
You were in the net.
Yeah, I was the net, dude. That's why I can't punch down on myself. My trauma.
Get in line, Matt.
Dude, I just remember like at one point I was skating. I rolled by a kid and he flipped my titty, and I was like, I'm going home for the day.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, bro.
It was tough.
That's tough.
But yeah, so this is we get in big fights, and she would go real personal. So a lot of times before we'd hang out, because I was
a teenager.
Yeah, dude.
Ice cold. So that means that came from her parents.
Bingo, brother bear.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude. She was giving me the old home run. She would give me the stuff she'd hear at home. She'd be like, I'll just recite that to a 12-year-old.
Yeah, daddy's speeches.
Oh, dude, daddy's speeches were tough.
Woo.
But so I remember one time we like got in a big fight, and I would always skateboard before we'd hang out. So we'd skateboard, she'd come over, little teenage kids doing things that they did, And I remember one time she was like, you do this, you do that, and your fucking dick reeks. I was like, God damn. Dude.
Earth shattering, dog.
I had to go in the bathroom and be like, oh my God, she's right. Because you never caught a whiff of your own dink as a kid.
No,
dude.
fuck why? Fucking why?
It never came to my attention.
That's
I was
awful,
like, I would never shower before she'd come over. So
so
she had
just
a point.
Shattered your whole
it was a tough one, dude.
Ego.
And then I still just didn't make any changes to my life. I was like, well, now I'm just going to skate and know that my penis reeks.
Never been told anything flat out that brutal, but I've been cheated on, which is just as bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like high school girlfriend, and then another one after that. But that's like the worst. That's
what happened?
Just fucking cheated on me.
How'd you find out? Like, did you ask them? They told you, or
the high school one? I guess the more important one is the one as an adult.
Yeah.
I found out. I was dropping her off, and dude was pulling up to pick her up. And we had been together for like 2 years, and this was her ex. So yeah, talk about shattering.
No,
and then I got my third DUI.
Dude.
By the way, this is
that was right after.
This is in that time frame.
They should have given you a pass.
Yeah, like, do you even?
Wow, dude, with the ex too.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
wild.
My God.
Wild.
That's the craziest one, is like, because you hear all the like, oh, he did this, he did that to me, I hate him.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I've never cheated on anybody, dude.
Yeah, me
not in a committed relationship.
Yeah. I hear a lot of stories. I just some buddies I used to have were like, yeah, you just cheat, man. It's not a big. I'm like, I'm such an anxiety-ridden psychopath.
Fucking A.
I would have to be like, I need to tell her right away immediately.
Yeah. I'd go and kill myself. Like, I shouldn't say that, but like I'd drive myself crazy with like anxiety.
The anxiety afterwards, like the next day.
Also, I'm not interested if I'm in a committed relationship. I'm in it.
I was talking, like my buddy, especially now. I'm 27. And like all my friends are like, anywhere from 27, 35. Like some of them are married, some of them are having kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I ever saw you guys cheating, I'd be like, what a fucking loser.
Yeah,
like,
fucko.
It's such a loser. And I'm not even trying to like be like fucking trying to get on a girl's good side. Like, oh, aren't I a
Jesus
nice guy?
rocks. Yeah.
It's literally, I'd watch it like, ew, dude.
Yeah.
Not even caring about their
It's
lady.
like a skeevy look. Dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're usually hammered.
Yeah. And it's never the one.
No. Maybe if I saw my boy like hooking up with like a hot fucking like Instagram model, I'd be like, ew, but also like, hell yeah, dude.
Like, I'll keep this one, but
I'm not gonna tell about this one.
Rascal.
yeah. There's a difference between scumbag and rascal. If she's ugly, you're scumbag. If she's hot, what a little rascal. You hit me with rascal over text, and I forgot about that word. I've thrown that right into my vocabulary, dude. Yeah, fucking it's good rascal.
Shit. Yeah, it's got to get back in the rotation.
I did thought you told me we were gonna have Cosmos, and you thought it was funny, and I was like, oh my god, yes, queen.
He's thinking about me. I used to live with 3 girls in Westchester.
Oh, hell yeah.
When I dropped out of college and just hung around the college town like the cool guy that I am.
For sure.
Lived with 3 girls. And there was an Appletini night, dog. And it was the last I will ever smell that smell.
Dude, don't act like it wasn't your idea, dude.
Wafting back up at me. Having come out of me. Bro.
Oh, you yacked up teeny?
Yeah, I was like, let's do something stupid tonight, you know, like let's do something different because I just drink vodka and shit.
Damn,
so I went to and I saw fucking Bam Margera that day. I was at the liquor store in Westchester.
Yeah,
he had the purple Lambo outside in the fire lane. This is just completely unrelated, but that happened that time.
I'm an enormous Bam fan.
I used to see him around.
Bam fucking raised me, dude. I watched all this shit. Viva La Bam was my shit.
Yeah, I used to see him at the bar. I've seen him a couple times at the bars, but
I imagine he was there quite a bit.
Oh yes, he owned one of them, the Note. He used to own a place in Westchester called the Note.
Oh shit.
And Dunn was there all the time.
So sad. He R.I.P. dude. The dog.
Yeah. Dunn was the dog.
Poor Bam, going off the deep end, dude.
Crazy.
Just doing it like it's a jackass prank. Just like, yeah, I'm about to develop a fucking addiction, dude.
But he's got the purple Lambo in the fire lane with the hazards on. Like, like, oh, okay.
Holy shit, dude.
And they're IDing. He didn't have his ID, and he pulled, like, I shit you not. I'm not hating on him, but he did do the do you know who I am thing.
You have to. Especially if you're just picking up booze.
And they did not.
They didn't let him get it?
No.
It's
fine. I mean, I wasn't like sitting there watching. This is before, like, you know, iPhones too.
Yeah.
And just before, but like,
I
left before like he did, but he was like, he was talking to him when I walked in. Yeah. And he was talking to him when I left with the Appletini material. With the Appletini.
Bam, you can come with us tonight, girl.
Yeah, check this. I don't know what. She said, but you can come.
Dude, if you started Bam Margera's alcohol addiction with Appletini dogs,
I would never live with that. I couldn't live
No,
with
you should take absolute credit for it. You should have a fucking Hollywood star if you make that happen, dude.
Oh man, wow. How did that come?
Well, I want to hear the rest of this story. So you were having Appletinis with the ladies.
Oh, so like I was like, let's drink something different tonight, ladies.
Yeah.
And they had like, you know, like prepackaged like promo things at the liquor store. I'm like, that's the one. It was like an Appletini kid, dog, so gay.
Oh yeah, dude.
And it all came back out, dude. It's so gross. It
Did
just
any of them
reminds
yak,
me of Kool-Aid.
or was it just you?
I think, I probably hit it the hardest. So I don't remember if they did, but yeah, dude,
Dude puking around girls when they're
ectoplasm.
Yeah, dude. If you're anything like me, I'm like a moan loud puker.
Oh yeah.
Girls puke all sexy and shit. Like
somehow it just comes out. Like,
I'm like,
I'm like, you gotta put some elbow grease in that, get that cleared out.
Dude, it is the worst. I remember the last night in my old apartment, I was moving out and I ate mussels from the Tap Room Bar and Grill, where I run an open mic and a show there.
Yes.
Great people, great place. But they got shit ass food, and I ordered mussels, and it was against my better judgment. It was during the pandemic, like they just opened outside. So I'm not trying to besmirch them. This is probably just a bad run.
I hear you.
But I ate the food, and then I drove all the way back to my apartment in Northeast Philly. Yeah. And like on the drive there, I remember I was like on the phone with my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, I just feel like shit. Like I feel gross sitting in me.
Were you thinking about seafood? Like,
well, I just kept thinking.
Were you thinking back yet?
It's one of those ones where like a lot of times when you get sick, you're like, let me think about what I had or what I ate or what I drank, and that was like my mind immediately was like those things were a little too pale.
Fuck.
Also, apparently, I found out that night that if they're not like opened, you're not supposed to eat them.
What is it? Because like oxygen gets in and it starts
Something
going
about
bad right away.
Yeah, like they're not
Basically.
fresh or something, but like muscles, you're not like
So
they're
don't
supposed to
fuck
be a
with it.
little bit opened.
Oh, they're supposed to be a little bit
open, so that we can like pull them apart. All the ones that I had were sealed shut, and I was like breaking them open. So apparently that was a bad
no
move.
go. Yeah,
and I
no go to chow.
No go to chow, dude. And they were coming around with fucking plates of it. No go to chow. Yeah, dude.
Zing. Yeah,
Zing. Marky Norman here. But so I got home.
I'll see him in October. Well, I'm going to see him. Make it sound like he's my bud. Soul Joel's.
I'm trying to open for him there. I opened for Norman at Soul Joel's a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's great. October 11th.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Hopefully I'll be hosting that.
Let me know. I'll be there.
But yeah, so I got back. And I remember I was like, all my stuff in my apartment was packed up, and like all my clothes and stuff were in boxes. So it was just like a shell of my apartment. It was just like sad looking to begin with. And then when you filled it with me, where it was coming from both ends.
Bubbles.
So dude, I was Winnie the Pooh, where I just had a t-shirt on with no pants or underwear, and I was just trading places.
Dude, that's the worst.
Oh, dude, moan.
So you gotta have a dual action system.
No, just switch sides, dude. I was 69
really.
In my
I gotta
toilet.
have I have to have a trash can.
No,
if it's
I was fucking spinning back and forth, dude. It was like an aerobic. Oh, it was unbelievable.
I mean, that's preferable because if you vomit into the can, it's gonna waft back up into your lung.
Well, if you vomit into your own Duke,
see, I've been there.
Yeah, brother. Look, dude, do
you hear the credibility in my
voice? It feels like
voice?
we're cut from the same cloth. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, dude, I was Winnie the Pooh in the last day of my neighborhood. But all that saying, like
a small smackerel.
Oh bother. Tigger's coming around. That was the cocaine I did later. Yeah. No, dude, it sucks so bad.
That sucks.
But that's what it is. Like, dude puking is so upsetting.
Yeah.
But the girls are it's all dainty and sweet.
I can't hide it either.
No.
There's one speed.
Yeah.
There's one speed. There's no letting it slide out. There's
fast as possible.
Yeah.
It is the Fast and the Furious. Vin Diesel shooting out of my throat every time I
am Groot.
Oh, dude, I can't believe Vin Diesel's famous. That always sticks in my craw.
How much does he make for that? For one line?
My guess?
Said 7 ways.
$425 billion.
Pitched to sound like modulated so it doesn't even sound like him.
Yeah.
I'm Groot. Yeah. What the fuck, dude?
Wait, fucking Vin Diesel does the Groot voice?
He sure does.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the lines he does in Fast and the Furious. I had no idea he did that.
Yeah. Yeah,
what are we doing,
I mean, Fast and Furious alone, but yeah, he is Groot.
Wow. Can you imagine all the guys who auditioned for that part and they were just like, yeah, you're just not quite. And you're like, dude, it's 4 words.
Like Sidney Poitier.
Morgan Freeman was like, I didn't even get a call back. Wow,
this fucking town.
Vin Diesel, dude.
Vin Diesel, yeah, it is Groot.
Holy shit.
I guess that's not really like hugely advertised. I'm not like I'll watch the superhero shit. It's not my favorite, but it's something to watch. But yeah.
Oh, that makes me so upset, dude.
That's wild.
I haven't watched any of those. I watched like all the other Marvel movies, but for whatever reason,
not the
Guardians. I have this weird like. You get it like when you were skating growing up, or you were doing all this like alty shit. You're like, well, anything that everybody else likes.
Period.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just gonna hate it.
Yeah.
So I still have a little bit of that in me.
Sure.
So like. I like all the other Marvel movies.
Yeah, you gotta hate something popular.
Yes, exactly. Like Vin Diesel.
Sure.
Fucking. Again, he's another person I don't fear. Vin Diesel, if you're listening to this, dude, come see me, dude.
All 5'9".
I'll take you to the fucking candy shop. I'll make you lick the goddamn lollipop. All right. That's my 50 cent and my 2 cent.
Love it.
He says Vin Diesel would fucking bend me over, dude. He would wear me like a belt, too.
How tall is he?
It
is he shorter than it? I said 5'9". That's
it doesn't matter. If I met him in person, I'd be like, Vin, you're the boy of the year. You're the
like
best.
I'm snapping your neck with my fingernails.
Damn, Vin Diesel breaking my neck and saying I'm Groot would be a tough way to go out.
You imagine like actually pulling out your own catchphrase in real life from a movie. What kind of cock do you have to be, dude?
If you had your own catchphrase before you thought you were going to do like a death-dealing blow, and then you still lost, it might be one of the funniest things ever. And you're like,
it sucks so hard, but you think it's so awesome.
Punch the dude, and we're like, it's turbo time. And they just kicked the shit out of you.
Yeah, and he whiffed.
This motherfucker said it's turbo time. Was Turbo Time, to be fair.
Wait, which one is that?
That's from Jingle All the Way. If you ever saw with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, I do recall. That's amazing.
One of the most ridiculous movies where
my God.
they never address that he has a heavy Austrian accent throughout the entire movie.
If you want to make a crazy movie, make it about Santa.
Yeah.
Fucking, not the Tim Allen one. What's the dude from Stranger Things? The Violent Night?
Oh,
Did you see that?
No, I've seen it. I saw it on Netflix or whatever.
You might as well watch like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah. I would check it out.
To be fair, like
I would check it out.
It's a hot commodity.
Especially that's got to be a tough one. Like Abraham Lincoln, if he like came back today and was like, "How am I being commemorated for doing one of the greatest things in American history?" Yeah. It's like, well, you're a vampire.
I didn't even want to do it. No.
He's a vampire, and everybody thinks he's gay now. It's gotta suck, dude.
And then we all know he was super depressed all the time. That's like
dude.
all we talk about.
He probably looked like such an idiot when he got shot.
Fucking.
Somebody said that to me, and I was like, "That's so dumb," but one of the funniest things I've ever heard. They're like Abraham Lincoln probably looked like such a dumbass when he got shot. It's like, turn around, dude.
Like what are you supposed to?
That's something that's like something like
fucking paying attention to a play, Nancy.
His wife, who hates him, was like, "Look back. There's a guy with a gun."
Hello, Mary Todd.
He's got 3 names. In the midst of announcing it, you should be able to figure out. It takes a while to get his name out.
The fucking president.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, dude.
Wild.
Shout out Abe, though.
Shout out.
I don't want to shit on Abe at all.
Shout out. No, seriously.
Yeah. Abe's good people, dude.
Big up.
I love all the presidents.
Yeah.
Except one.
Except one.
You could say that, and that's either the most socially like progressive thing or the most racist thing.
Yeah.
Which one of those 2 guys in the past 12 years like, did you not like? Yeah.
I'm listening.
Dude.
Wild shit. I don't know. I'm speechless.
Speechless about the presidents,
dude. About the modern, yeah.
That used to be my thing, dude. That used to be my thing to try to like tell girls in college, like, because I wanted to go to law school.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't. We're here now. I obviously did not go to law school.
Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan and Morgan. Troy and Matt's attorney at law. But
the people's for the people.
The people's for the people. I'm just defending exclusively DUI cases. And losing.
That's easy money, buddy. That's easy money, buddy. You don't have to do shit.
My defense of like, dude, he rules. Come on. I'm doing the double hands, the double shakas. Come on.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yeah, look. He's like, in between black and mild rips, I'm like, Your Honor.
Like, how did you pass the bar?
Nerd alert. Fair. That's a good one. But that's the thing, like I would tell girls in college, like that would be my thing to like sound impressive. So I actually want to be president one day, which is a ridiculous thing as like a 19-year-old guy to say.
Who actually says,
And I didn't mean it, but I was like, could happen. Yeah. Like the level of narcissism.
You don't know. Yeah.
And I remember I would tell girls and they'd be like, okay.
Did it get you anywhere?
No. What a fucking loser.
Maybe one of them saw something in you.
No, I was not presidential whatsoever.
Yes, I'm going to be the first lady.
No, dude, I was closer to Lee Harvey Oswald than Abraham Lincoln.
Hey, your name's people know your name. Yeah.
True. That's the crazy thing. I'll make my name known. At least people, whatever I have to do.
No matter what. That's all that really matters.
That's got to be a crazy morning if you're the guy who's gonna like. I don't want to put this on the internet, but like thinking about it from their perspective, like I guess I think it happened at like early in the morning, probably like 9 or 10 with like JFK.
Yeah.
Like
right, was it like 10 something?
I think so. It was like some shit where he's driving around being like, "Oh, no one will ever shoot me."
Right.
And like the 6 a.m. you got to be up and be like, "Oh shit, dude, today's gonna be nuts." Mm-hmm. Or are you like on the other hand, you're like, just another day. Just gonna do my thing.
Just waving.
Like it's college game day. You're like, look, all the practice is behind us today. Let's just have fun.
We did all the work this week.
Just leave it all in the hotel.
In the back of the seat.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck.
That's a bad
What about these QAnon people that like went out to Dallas to witness the resurgence of JFK and wait, what was it? I don't even know what
I kind of know what you're talking about. Like they went like watched the actual like
hundreds of people like showed up believing that JFK was going to reappear and something involving Trump and pedophile.
Oh yeah. Okay, yes.
Everything ends with that.
I always want to shit on stuff like that, but it's like, as comics, we're like maybe 2 notches away.
Oh yeah, from joining.
It's just guys trying to find shit to do on a weekday. That's not sitting at home.
Some of the conversations I have with comics about like stupid shit, but have a serious conversation about it is wild.
I mean, it's not even just like anybody that's trying to find something to do outside of their work, outside of their home life.
I just happen to know.
One of their buddies is just like, did you ever think about the fact that there's like a pedophile ring?
Yeah.
It's like, no,
that
I guess so. Come check out this meeting, dude. It's cool. Just hang, have a couple cocktails, have a couple appletinis.
Yeah. Just give up your life, move to so I brought that up, like hundreds of people showed up for this shit.
Yeah.
Right? Dozens stayed, gave up their life and family and became part of this group. And like the leader dude just passed away.
Wow.
And he made a child the leader. Like he was grooming a child to become the leader now. Yeah. So that's where we're at.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's JFK to that.
Dude, all this, but then it is like all this cult shit is nuts.
But like, what does JFK have to do with Trump? Like, that's the wild thing. Or pedophiles for that.
They'll find a way.
Oh, yeah. They'll put the X's to the O's. But like, what?
Well, JFK, dog, I think was the one who was like, he got rid of the CIA. Or wanted to get rid of the CIA, I should say.
Yeah,
and that's why they
like the Bay of Pigs.
Most likely why they axed him. And then it leads to like the CIA is kind of like using like an Epstein as like a to be an informant to get blackmail and all these powerful people.
Sure.
You could probably find a way to get there.
Not illogically, like you're saying. I agree.
Not illogically, and almost
they're super illogical, these folks. But
no, of course they're out of their fucking minds. Yeah,
one could argue that you can tie those strings pretty neatly.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
But I mean, I'd rather hang out with one of those dudes than like somebody who's like, the net was actually really funny. Like, I'll just fucking. I'm going to Dallas actually this weekend. I'm busy. I can't hang out.
Yeah, I'm gonna rent a fucking
I'm not opposed
convertible.
To it. Not at all. Unfortunately, I've been watching like docs about like this one dude. I guess it was in like the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah,
who. Ended up being like a suicide cult. I don't know if you saw anything about this, but he was like just a not well-to-do, but he was like, a well-dressed, well-shaped guy from the South. Starts this whole like fake religion, and when it starts to kind of get shut down, he just makes all the people in the cult, and he's like, they're gonna come get us and try to ruin this for us. Let's just go to the next life, and we're all gonna kill ourselves. And they all just like do a suicide pact, and it's all kind of like documented. There's like video and audio recording to some extent of it.
And this took place in the 80s, or the docs from the 80s?
I think it took place in the 80s.
Okay.
70s or 80s.
Yeah. Because like Heaven's Gate, like they thought they were gonna catch the comet.
Okay. Yeah.
Applewhite.
Yeah.
They killed themselves with the They all had the white Nikes.
Yep.
Whew.
Isn't it crazy, dude?
Crazy. And people are not like, you talk to people who like, or not talk to, but you watch these documentaries and they talk to people who were formerly in cults. And like you were saying, you're only a few, breaks away, mental breaks away from joining this shit yourself. Yeah. And they're not crazy, all crazy people. They're just like the power of suggestion and fucking manipulation. And, whew.
You find aimless people and you tell them, like, I'm the one who has the answers. And if you sound confident enough to mean it, or maybe you're even, like, narcissistic, delusional enough to be like, I actually believe I know the answers. Some people that are fucking shit out of luck are going to be like, all right, everything else failed for me. I'll just go with this dude.
Yeah.
And it happens. I mean, it just happens
pretty regularly.
That's
dude.
Trump. That's literally Trump, dude.
I was going to say that.
It was like disenfranchised people dealing with bullshit.
Yes, it is a cult of personality.
Some enormous retard.
And he'll say something over and over and over and over until the people that want to hear it believe it.
Of course.
Yeah.
And the people who just want to believe something that sounds good to them, they're like, all right.
Something that, and who can blame these people? Like, he found a way to get to the disenfranchised, first of all. He found the right fucking dog whistles and gas to light, you know what I mean?
I mean, he's known these guys. These guys were at his casinos for decades. He's like, I know my folks.
He spent his time in AC.
I don't know if
he's been to AC.
I don't know. I don't know if you've been in a casino where they're still allowed to smoke recently. These people are not doing good, dude.
Cowboy killers in
both
hands.
Out in Western PA, there's just people sitting around 1 a.m. Some lady was smoking and holding a child. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
inside in a casino?
Inside the casino. I was like,
in Pittsburgh?
I forget where it's somewhere.
Oh, you said Western Pennsylvania. I thought you said Pennsylvania.
Well, it's at a casino that I'm supposed to be
dancing
working
around.
at.
Yes, yeah. I'm not trying to
so
cut your jobs out. No, yeah.
But it's
the river. No,
whatever. It's Parks. No, Parks Casino. It's just that's where my parents go get fucked up and getting
out here, PA, Jersey.
My parents are very big Atlantic City attenders. Yeah, they'll go down there pretty often.
That's awesome. What are they do? What are the games? That's fascinating to me. Like as like boozy as I can get. Like I don't understand that vice, dude.
Me either.
The car, none of it.
Yeah, and they don't go there.
Like
3 or 4 times a week
and shit.
But
like they're not losing their shirts. But
my dad, like, there's always a joke. Like after we'll watch a game together, and he'd be like, "We go to Atlantic City tonight. What do you think? We'll drive down." Yeah. And they just like I think
that's what they do.
My dad won't even drink. Like he'll go down on the floor and just be down there for 3 hours and won't have a sip of alcohol.
Yeah,
and I think it's
what games does he?
He's a big blackjack guy, which he tries to get me to do, but unfortunately he doesn't realize that his son's a ginormous pussy who like I couldn't sit around with other people and be like, oh man.
I can't do that. I get too nervous, dude.
I'm the same way, dude.
I can't sit with an actual live table of cards, dude.
And they're all so mean and old.
My anxiety would kill me, dude.
I watched my buddy do it at the same casino we were at after a show.
I'll watch.
I watch and get nervous for them.
I'll cheer you on
because I'll watch the little like mad, angry looks that they're not noticing.
Because I have seen people lose their shirts, and it's like that's not pretty, dude. I mean, you've been to AC.
Yeah.
Oof.
I would also like just always assume like whatever I'm doing is cheating, and like the mob boss or whatever they're called is gonna kick my ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, dude.
They are a mob boss.
Is it pit boss and mob boss? Yeah. See, that's how much of a pussy I have. I don't even know what the difference is.
I mean, some of them are probably both.
Yeah. All my Atlantic City experiences were like the greatest one was me and my buddies went right after we graduated from college, and the room we were staying to right next to us were like these two like, God bless them, fucking drug addicts from Camden. But they were our baby girls too. They were like these 40-year-old black women, and like they were like we like were on separate balconies, and they looked across. We were blacked out at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, "Y'all smoke?" And we're like, "Yeah." And there was like a small period of time where we had to be like, "Look, there's a non-zero chance we fuck these ladies." It didn't happen. Didn't even come close.
Right.
But there's a small part of you when you're in that state of mind. Where you're like,
sure.
I'm about to make love to a Camden mommy right now. They were the best, dude. They were like, meet up with us later. Met up with them later.
Hell yeah.
They were in worse shape.
It
was worse, dude.
Banged up.
But I love them to this day.
I saw Chappelle in AC. That's the coolest thing I've ever done in AC.
Oh, that fucking rules. How was that?
It was great. It was at the Hard Rock Arena there.
Okay.
Who was with him? Michelle Wolf opened.
Killer.
And shit.
Dude, Michelle Wolf, the fucking hilarious. Drew Montana's such a dickhead. He texted me like 2 weeks ago. This was like 11.
Is she still with Mos Def?
Maybe.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you a completely different
question. She used to date. Is this somebody she dated?
Michelle Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah. The rapper Mos Def. She was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She got super like into Islam.
Oh man!
At the time, that's why I'm asking. I don't.
She might have. I have a small thing.
I don't
for
Google on a regular basis.
I get a little hot and bothered when I see the wolf. I think she's a beautiful woman. But so Drew texted me. Very funny. Drew texted me at like, not exaggerating, it was like 9:45 a.m. on a Friday.
Shout out to Drew Montana.
Drew, I fucking love him, but he's a psychopath. He texted me and he was like, "Yo, you kind of look like Michelle Wolf. No offense." 9:45 in the morning. Just like, I haven't talked to him in like 2 weeks. That's what he texted me.
A cold text from Drew Montana at 9:45.
I had a text. I'm like, "You look like the guy from Euphoria who died." So, but we're all in the same. You're Angus, dude. No beef. Also, R.I.P.
At least you don't sound like Michelle Wolf.
You give me a couple beers, I'm gonna start sounding like Michelle Wolf, dude. Like, things are gonna get most.
I'm not
hating.
Bad I'm just saying.
Nah, Michelle fucking rules, dude. But getting that one at 9:45.
Yeah, it's last I knew, which was like at least a year ago. But like, yeah, she was dating the rapper Mos Def, and
no shit,
getting super conservative, like into Islam, like.
Wow.
Like changed the way she was dressing and the whole bit. Yeah.
Dude, Islam people seeing a ginger have to be like, dude, what the
I read
fuck?
The dude in the cell next to me, I read his Quran in jail. It's fucking interesting shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good shit, like Bible, Quran. It's all like...
It's all positive shit. It just gets twisted around by man.
By human beings, yeah. Exactly. Human beings do ruin... Like, religion isn't bad. It's the human interpretation of it.
Exactly. And what we do with it,
Look at us, dude. Philosophers,
fucking
dude.
brains.
Just fucking modern philosophers, dude. Like, the Bible's actually good shit, dude.
It's just like live your life, you know?
But live it by God or Allah.
If you're a real one, God knows.
Dude, I will say, though, and this isn't to, Jesus versus Muhammad, Jesus is taking his ass every single time, dude.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I don't think Muhammad had superpowers, from my understanding.
No, that's what I'm trying to think about. Like, I'm thinking about, like, reach, height.
I think Jesus is
supernatural ability.
I think J-Man's sending him to the afterlife and bringing him right back.
He
dude.
can just run away on a lake that he can't be chased into.
Plus, dude, Muhammad kills Jesus. He's gonna be back in 3 days, dude. That's his thing.
No stone unturned.
I'm taking J money every time, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta rip.
I like them both,
though, dude.
Yeah, straight
cool?
up. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh shit!
73 minutes.
Okay, cool.
What do you got, man?
You can check out my podcast, That Rules Podcast.
It does rule.
On YouTube. Thank you, bro. We got to get you on, dude.
Hell yeah.
That Rules Podcast on YouTube. Check it out. Subscribe. Just me and my buddy John Montague. Fuck around.
Love it.
I don't know when this comes out, but this Thursday.
This will be out this week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this Thursday, if you're hearing it, the 28th, the post-game comedy show at Maybe at Helium. We're working on that.
Hell yeah.
But it's at the Tap Room in New Jersey, Tap Room Bar and Grill in Haddonfield. And then... What's that?
And you run the mic there?
We run the mic there? Yeah. No, thank you. I need this shit. I'm so bad at promoting my own stuff, dude. I was just like, oh, you just fucking kind of see me kind of chilling, dude. I'm so bad at it. All the marketing side of
I get it, man.
But, yeah, we run a mic there every Wednesday, the same place, Taproom Bar and Grill, 8 o'clock. Come by. October 5th, we're at Helium for the Nightcap show. And then October 31st, we're at Helium again for the crowd work show that I'm doing with Jim Gillespie. That'll be a fun one.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, Jim's the man, dude.
I don't know him, but he's the man.
He's hilarious. You guys would get along very well. Yeah, he's the dog. But,
dog, you're the dog.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much for fucking putting the Eagles game on pause tonight.
Oh shit, I forgot. I'm such a lady. I had no idea. Let's just talk about like teenies and shit.
I thought he would have Cosmo. No, but I really appreciate it. This was fucking fun.
This is awesome, dude.
Please don't make it the last time. We could do this a million days.
Fuck yeah, bro.
A million days in a row.
Great time. Thanks for having me, man, dude.
Thanks.